Hello students, today we'll be continuing our FMT PYQ series. Very important question, frequently asked criminal responsibilities today's topics. Along with it, you need to know McNaughten Rule. McNaughten Rule is frequently asked in BIPA exams also. So what is criminal responsibility? It is the legal accountability of a person for a criminal act, depending upon his mental capacity at the time of commission of offense. Okay, you need to remember this at the time of when the act he was doing. A person is considered criminally responsible if he is capable of understanding the nature and consequences of his act and knows the act is wrong or illegal. So, what is McNaughton Rule? See, this was made as this rule gives a clear guidelines. Okay, it provides the legal test for criminal insanity. It states that a person is not criminally responsible if only at the time of committing the act he was suffering from a defect of a reason due to disease of mind and was incapable of knowing the nature and quality of the act, and also that the act was wrong or contrary to the law. Okay, so in one line we can say if the person while committing murder, while committing assault, while committing rape was, we are able to prove that he was insane at that time due to any diseases. See, this is a very broad simplification, but for those who are not into technical FMT, this will help you explain. So they don't know that doing murder is wrong at that point of time because the insane person doesn't have any so-called consciousness, and the act was contrary to the law. Both the points you have to write. So what is the important points? The presence, I will tell you why it is very important. Firstly, because whenever the accused has no option to, when he is guilty and he has no option to get out of the legal system, what he will do, he will take the plea of insanity, that while doing the act he was mentally ill, he didn't have sound mind, so just to reduce his sentence. So there are very few important points, that the presence of mental alone illness does not exempt criminal responsibility. If he has committed murder, if he has committed assault, he will still be responsible. Also, assessment is based on mental condition at the time of offense only, when the act was being done, not before, not after. So it doesn't matter what the mental position was before and after in general of the accused, but only at the time when he did the act, he committed the offense. Okay, and also emotional and moral insanity is not accepted under McNaughton Rule. Like if emotional insanity is like you might have heard in some old times what happened was that one person of a family was killed. So his brother, his father, in the heat of the moment, just to take revenge, went and killed the accused. So here, the person who has committed the second murder, just to take revenge, he cannot say that he was emotionally insane. There is no such thing as emotionally insane, because first he knew the nature and quality of the act, that if he strike very hard to the other person, he may die, and death is wrong in the eyes of law. Also, death is punishable by court. So both the points have been covered. So he will not be spared, he will be criminally charged. Okay, what is, why is it important? Is because this rule forms the basis of section 1, section 84 IPC, and is applied by courts to determine legal insanity. So you have to remember, and these 2 points, the nature and quality of the act should be known, and that the act was wrong and contrary to the law. You have to use this filter. So if accused knows both of these things, he will be criminally charged, and somehow due to disease or any other factor, if he was not knowing these two factors, nature and quality of act, and the act was wrong and contrary to the law, he will be spared. This is simply, and very important questions. Now we are hitting some very frequently asked topics. See you in the next topic. Subscribe, like. Thank you.